Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today is part 2 of the front cover of the album that we're currently working on. This is the Simply Magical portrait version, and we are using a Prima paper collection. I didn't show you guys in the last video, but we are using the paper collection Miel. I'm sorry. I wish somebody please tell me, leave me a comment. How can I get that to correct itself, the white balance? I cannot stand it. I can't figure it out, you guys. Anyway, this is the paper collection we are using. It is by Prima, Frank Garcia. Yes, I know it means honey, and yes, I know I know how to pronounce it. I just can't. My mouth won't pronounce it correctly, no matter how hard I try, you guys. No matter how hard. It just comes out twangy. I don't know. I'm just not sophisticated enough to say it correctly. So I do apologize, you guys. I really, really do. But never fails. Someone always lets me know that what it means and that I'm saying it wrong. So I know these things. I just think it's funny. At this point, I'm not even sure. Here. I will go to the source. I will go to the source. Home, please. Let's see. Where are you? Here we go. Ready?
Miel.
There we go. That's what it's called. That is from Frank Garcia himself. So I asked him to pronounce it for me and he sent it to me. Wasn't that sweet? Okay. All right. So this is our last video that we did. This is part 1 of the covers, and this is part of a playlist for this project. We've gotten this far so far. We still have some to do. We've got another fin, and we've got some, we need to embellish, we need to add inserts, we need to finish some pages. You know, we've still got some white spots. We've got the front, back, inside and outside covers. So anyway, there's a whole playlist just for this project, and I'll have it linked up here in the cards and down below in the description box. So this video is, I'm gonna kind of, I know what I want to do, you guys, but I don't. I do what I don't, and we're just gonna play it by ear, and the worst case scenario is we just have to do it over again, right? That's the worst case scenario. So I'm gonna set the book aside, and I'm going to show you what I've already got printed and prepped. This is going to be another layer on top of that layer. So there's going to be 2 more layers total. I don't know if we'll be able to get to both, but we are going to start. We're going to start somewhere. That's what we're doing. Okay, so this is the Simply Magical Enhancement Pack is what we're working out of right now. And I printed page E1. This is the floral background design. I printed page E1 onto 80-pound white cardstock. Whatever your favorite white cardstock is, whatever your printer will print on, you can use that. But I printed the floral background design, and this is how I cut it out. So for this piece, I cut all the tabs off. So it just looks like this. And then I inked the back side. And then this piece, I left all the tabs on and scored and then mitered, and I didn't, they're not overlapping, they're not even touching, okay? So that the tape is on the floral side, not the white side, all right? So those, we need that, and then, whoops, page E7, this is what it looks like. We're not using this part here, but I went ahead and wrote E7 on there. Okay. So this is what this page looks like. So we're going to need this, and I printed this onto white cardstock, the floral background design. So we're going to be using this. This is an insert. Let me scoot that over a little bit. We're not going to be using this, so I'm going to set this aside. And then these 2 pieces, I scored them and then flipped them over and inked this side and put tape on the white side. So the floral background is on the back side of this one. So tape on that one. The same for this one. I flipped it over and inked this side and put tape on the white side, not to the floral side. Okay, so all these pieces are going to be used together. And then one more. This is page E8. This is the insert for the inside of this envelope. Okay, and I printed it onto white cardstock. You could have done this one on paper because it's an actual insert, and then I scored down the middle. Oh, I didn't ink this one. I scored down the middle, and we made it into like a booklet, an insert booklet. Okay, so we're going to start there. These both are inserts. I'm going to set them aside. Okay. So the way I'm going to put... Why did I ink the back side of that, I wonder? The way I'm going to put this together is like this. Sorry, I've got a little mock-up on the side here. Actually, maybe I will put this first. I'm going to put this top flap first. Yep. So, I also have a special Amazon list just for this project if you want to check that out. I have it linked down below. And when you go through my affiliate link, it does help. It does help give me a very small percentage of your purchase. It doesn't add anything to your purchase. It doesn't, you know, make your purchase more expensive. But it does help. So I do really appreciate it when you guys go through my links. Okay, not all of them are affiliate, but the ones that are, I do appreciate it when you use them. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then see, I don't know what I'm gonna put here yet. I do know I want to do a wax seal, but I don't know what I'm gonna mat there. So, all right, let's go ahead and attach this part here. I'm gonna take the bottom piece off of the tape, backing of the tape. And I'm just going to attach that down first. I probably didn't have to worry so much about bulk on this front cover, because that's kind of why I haven't been doing the overlapping part, you know, where you don't have to worry about your inserts getting stuck. But, you know, because I'm kind of cut back on the bulk. Well, we don't have to worry about that on the cover, not really. So... Okay, so I just put a piece of regular tape there so that the inserts won't get stuck. And then we're going to close this up. I'm going to remove both tape backings. Try to line it up. You guys know a lot of times I don't score correctly. So... and that's okay. It just makes it that much more special, doesn't it? More unique. Unique to me. Alright, I'm going to ink up just a little bit. Oh, I didn't ink that up. Well, shoot. I thought I inked everything up. But I didn't. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And so for this, so here's the front, right? And we're gonna put a little wax seal here, but for this one, this little pocket, I'm gonna turn it over onto the back side. So there's the top, and we're gonna add this little pocket here at the bottom. So same thing, I'm going to take this bottom piece off first. Before I do that, I'm going to make sure you can't see the little tabs when I close them. Again, just a little bit of tape. I'm going to close the sides up. And I don't know how I'm going to mat this yet either. This is part of the playing it by ear part. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so it looks like that. So this insert, the long insert, the big tall insert, is going to go here in the back. And I'm not sure, is that going all the way down? Best way to take, yeah. I'm not sure how we're going to mat that. And we'll probably put some more stuff in here. And then this insert, of course, goes in here. Like that. Okay. So there is the next element on the cover that's going to go on the cover. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's, I need to ink that up. Let's go ahead and make the second layer, and then maybe I can kind of demonstrate how it's going to go all together. Okay, so there's the next element. Okay, and then the third layer, the top layer, is also in the enhancement pack, is page E3. I printed onto white cardstock, and this is how I cut it out. We're not going to use this piece in this video, but this one I left all the tabs on. I scored it and put tape on the on the tabs, and these I did leave overlapping because, again, it's really, we don't have to worry about thickness right now. So I'm going to put this aside because we're not using this part, just this part. And then page E4, so this one I printed the floral background design onto white cardstock. So we're not using this flap here. So I'm going to set this aside. And for this piece, I scored it and cut it. These are not overlapping, but we're going to be using it with the white side up. So the tape is on the white side of this piece here. And then I took all the tabs off of this piece. So this one is the pocket page flip, and it's E4, page E4. So I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. This was from the last one. No, why is that even there? Huh. I don't know. Anyway, and I was thinking about using the little booklet as the insert for this pocket. So it's kind of going to go like this. And this is going to be on the back side. So we're actually going to start with this. Because, well, first, let me show you what I'm going to mark it. Because, well, do I have it the right way? I do. Of course, you know, I had to ink all the edges unnecessarily, probably, on this side. Okay. You're not going to see this part, so don't worry. We're going to mat this somehow. I don't need to mark the bottom. We're going to mat this page, this part here. And then back here, we are going to, I've actually already marked this one. We're going to put this as where you tuck things up. So we're going to use a paper clip. We're going to put a paper clip mechanism in there. So I just laid that on here and then marked it like this. Okay. I've made myself a little template here to go off of because I kept getting myself confused. So these are just plain silver, and I just used some of that alcohol ink. I was just going to use them as silver paper clips, but I didn't want them to like jump out at you. It's like, hey. But these are just plain silver that I just use alcohol inks on. So we're going to use a couple of those. So on the back side, I think. So this is this white piece of paper is the same width as this. I'm 100%, yes, I'm 100% certain this is how I'm doing it. So on the floral printed side, I'm going to come down about 1/8 of an inch ish. Oops. And I'm going to mark where my paper clips are. So my paper clips, if you needed to know a measurement, my paper clips from the edge, let's see, so my paper clip, the first one starts at 3/4 of an inch and ends at 1 inch, and then the second one starts at 2 3/4 of an inch and ends at 3 inches. Sorry if I sound like I'm talking funny, you guys. I had another dentist appointment last week, and it's to get a cap put on one of my teeth, and it's one of the back teeth, and they did like a custom temporary cap, and this sucker is giant. It is so big, especially compared to the rest of my teeth, and I've been calling it my elephant tooth because it just is so big. It's so big, and I feel like it's pushing out the side of my, I don't know, it's just making me talk funny or making me salivate more or something. I don't know what's happening, but I apologize. Okay, so come down about 1/8 of an inch. I just kind of marked the top roundness of my paper clips, and I'm going to get a cutting surface here, and I'm just going to cut a straight slit right at the bottom of that little half moon that I traced. Now the reason the placement is important is because we're going to try to hide it under this pocket on the other side. Okay, so now actually, you guys, I need to add this first. Shoot doodle. All right, let me add this first, and then we'll have to come back and just redo it again. So I'm going to add this part to the top here. I knew I was missing a step. Ooh, and I need to cut these wings a little bit more because they could be seen. There, that's better. Well, maybe this one just a little bit more. Maybe this one just a little bit more. I wonder if I could just come back on this side and use these slits here to go through that paper. Yeah. Okay, and I am going to put a piece of tape. I'm not going to go over the slits, I'm just going over that edge there. Okay, yes. Okay, so then the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take 2 paper clips, and I'm going to take the little skinny part. You see how there's this fatter part down here, and then there's this little skinny part in the middle. I'm going to feed that through the hole that I just made. I'm going to try to. Oh, come on. Make the hose just a little bit bigger. Look, I twisted it. There we go. Good grief. there's one there. And there's one there. Okay. So this will get covered up with a mat, so don't you worry. At least I hope anyway. So I've got that, and then we can close it up, and then you can't see the paper. You can't see the paper clips. Let me erase this first. So once we get that other side matted, these will not move around. So I guess I could tape these or glue them. Oh, I know what I can do. I know. I'm going to grab some of this 1/8 of an inch. And we are going to make sure these don't move. And then when it comes time to mat it, we'll use a lot of glue. Okay. So we got that. Let's close this up. Oops. Okay, so we got that. So the idea for that to be a paper clip situation is so that you can put things in here, because it's going to be going up. Maybe not a piece of paper. Well, that'll work. That works. You can put things here and they won't fall out because the paper clip is holding them in, right? So they're not going to just fall right out because there's a lot of room there. You can add a lot of stuff into that. So, all right, let's see. There's the top. So on this side, we are going to, I'm gonna have to cut that down a little bit. Okay, it's okay. We're gonna do just 1/4 of an inch. Let me see if that'll work before I do anything. Yep, that will work. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach these corners down to the long tab, just so inserts don't get stuck. And then we're going to add glue to this one. We're going to add some, I guess I could, let's see, think about it. Let me think. I'm just going to add some fiber tack, just to the one that's going to be over top of the, or actually I'll just put it over top of these. Sorry, my arm blocking you. Okay. But again, there's going to be a mat, so don't worry. There will be a mat that covers it all. There's that really quick. And I will put a clip on there to keep it closed here in just a second. But I was thinking this would definitely be an insert. So they're basically going to be layered on top of each other, kind of like this, and on top of here. So there's going to be layer, 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 right? So there's my thinking. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my idea for putting these together. So I was just going to use fabric, and then I thought, I don't know, it's not going to look right. So then I thought, ooh, let's use these tabs. And so I did like a little practice round here. All right, so there's the 2 tabs there, and then there's actually supposed to be 2 tabs here, and this will attach to the cover. I'm showing you off screen like you can see my cover. But then I thought, well, what if we needed some more strength? So then I attached the tab to the fabric. And I think we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do instead of just doing the tab by itself. This way it has just a little more strength. So my next question is wondering if I should shape it like the tab or leave it square. And I think I've already made up my mind. I think I'm just going to shape it like the tab. I think that looks pretty cool, right? So that was my thinking. Okay. So what I'm going to do, we already used this page once. So I'm not going to use the biggest one. So I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use these 2. And then these 2. Why not? Just because, just to be different, you know what I mean? Just have different sizes, just for interest. Getting quite a collection of things I need to use in this project. Okay, so I'm going to take a minute and cut all of these out and ink them up. And then I'll be back. Okay, I didn't cut them out very well, so I inked up both sides so that I can glue the part that I didn't cut out very well down to the fabric. So, let's see. Let's flip them over so that I got them all facing the way, on the side that I want to add glue to. Yeah. Because, I mean, it's okay. I just didn't cut them out very good. I'm still going to use them. Not going to waste them. All right, I am just going to use that muslin fabric that I have because I thought about using the pretty fabrics that came with the collection. But you're not going to really, I mean, you are, but you aren't going to see it. So I decided just to use this. Okay, so I'm just going to glue these down to this fabric. I'm going to try to get them glued pretty good. Smush it out to the sides. I need to give myself some room all the way around. So yeah, I think these are kind of fun. They're little tab hinges. We're using fabric and paper to make hinges for our cover. I think when it's all said and done, I think it'll come together really nicely, you guys. I know there's probably some that have doubts at this moment, and I understand. But I have faith it's going to work out. I'll put a timestamp down below in the description box. The finished, when we're done attaching these, and that way if you want to jump real quick to see what that looks like, you can jump in and jump back. Okay. Alright, so now I think I'm going to separate these. I wonder which way would be easier to trim. I think I'm just going to do it like this. I'm just going to trim it. Giving myself like almost a quarter of an inch, a little under a quarter of an inch border all the way around. And the scissors aren't very sharp, but I don't think it's going to matter. These are actually fabric scissors, but I use them for paper. So they're not really good for fabric. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go and fray all the edges. Just to give it that look. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to do that to all of them, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've got them all cut and frayed. I was experimenting thinking I might coffee stain them, but I don't really think it's going to make that big of a difference, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave them as is. Okay. Alright, I am going to refer to my mock-up that I made because they're placed in a very specific manner. Let me take these inserts out. I'll just put them over here. I did get my haberdashery scissors out in order to cut the fabric. My big scissors just weren't getting it. It was taking too long. Taking too long. So, I've got those out. And if you don't know what haberdashery scissors are, they are the ones that come in these little boxes. Whoop, that was helpful. Pretty sure these are made for fabric. If not, they do a good job. Yep. So I got these out to cut the fabric. And they come in this cute little tin. But I probably won't keep them in the tin anymore. I mean, I might. I just put them over here in my crafty companion. The one that sits to the right of me. But yeah, that's cute. Maybe change the name to Genevieve right here instead of Tim Holtz. It's cute, right? Cute little tin. Okay. All right. So, the first thing to go down is going to be this guy here. Move that out of the way. And I was kind of thinking, got to remember this pocket there. So I was going to put one here. And then I was going to put one down here. I might have to use the smaller one. What if I did it like this? No, that would be two of the same. The smaller one down here. I was thinking about that because of that pocket there. I could just scoot this down a little bit like that. Right? So let's start. Let me put this one first. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have it sticking out a little bit from the edge. And you know what? Actually, really quickly, before I do that, I'm going to do one more thing that I think will help. I'm going to score. I've got the middle score, right? I've got this one. I'm going to score on either side of that, just so that, oops, just so that it has, it doesn't crack as much. It has a little bit more give, a little bit more movement. Whoop. I should have done this before I added the fabric, but hey. Right, so this way there's more room. So maybe I'll go off of that. I'll let that much stick out. That's actually a good idea. Okay, where's my first one? This one right here. So, let me go ahead and give that a little bit of a prep, right? So I'm just going to put the glue I'm not even sure if I'm going to completely, yeah, let's just go ahead and glue it. I'm just gluing it where the tab is. Right, so it's going to be sticking out that much, 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to use the big one. And put glue on one side. Bring my book back over here. So okay, so I can go up a little bit. Right, at least that's what I'm thinking. And then for this one, I was going to put one of the tabs in between here and then below here. That was my thoughts. And that's going to work out. That's going to work out, I think. We'll see. I might need to move this one down just a little bit more. So we're going to eventually matte these, so they're not going to just be white, okay? So now I think I want to glue it to the cover. Here we go. This isn't the easiest thing to do, is it? Okay, it's sticking out just a little bit. Maybe come down just a little bit more. Looks good. Okay, I'm going to put a clip on that just so it'll quit opening up. Where's all my little clippies? Oh, here's one. I'll just use this one. Okay, so then this one is going to go on top here, like this. But I want the first one, whoops. Did I use the wrong? I did. Son of a gun. Let's see. This is not supposed to be this little one. It's supposed to be... It's supposed to be one of these. Wow. I just saved the day there. I mean, I even made a point of pointing that out to myself to not use the little one, and I did it anyway. So there you go. I don't even listen to myself. That was an easy fix. So then this one, even though you're really not going to see it much, do I want to use the big one up here, or do I want to use the small one? I'm going to use the small one. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the big one up top. Okay. So I'm going to glue one side down. And I think I'm going to start on this one, just so it's exactly where I want it to be. As long as it's above, yep, so it'll go right there. And then this one down here. Okay. We'll put a little pressure. It was really quiet, wasn't it? It's pretty intense. Good grief. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Perfect. Okay. So, this one is going to go in here eventually. I probably should let this dry first. Let me let this dry, and I'll be back. Oh, sorry, my computer is acting up. It's talking. Can you hear it, the fan? I think it does that when, let me straighten you up. I think it does that when it's working hard, you know? Okay. All right, I think we're dry, or dry enough. So I'm gonna put my inserts back in here. I think this is all we're going to do in this video, you guys. That did give me a little bit of anxiety. Oops, I'm just going to do it this way. Because I didn't know, I didn't know where we, and I feel like we could even do another booklet here if we wanted to, as part of that pocket. I don't know, we'll just leave it for now. And then here's the 3 that I had put up in here. These are just temporary, just kind of an idea. I need to use cardstock ones to go as an insert. This is just paper, right? And we've got things that are already printed that we could use as inserts. We've got things that are already made that we can use as inserts. We got lots and lots of options. So I think, though, I am just going to leave it here for now. And I was considering, you guys, putting this piece here, this metal piece there. You know, I'd have to do some work to it for it to match, but it's from the adornment thingy package. I was thinking about using that there. But now that I've put the fabric, I bet you it would be, I bet you it would do, it would be okay. Yeah. Anyway, so I was thinking about using this or even this one somewhere on the cover. I'm not really sure though. You know? So I feel like that has a direction. Like that looks like a bird's face. So I kind of feel like it has to be used upright. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cute. And that kind of makes it look like an upside down heart. I don't want that. Yeah. Or that could go there. It's kind of neat looking. I don't know. Just some ideas. Just some ideas. But yeah, okay. So we are going to stop this one here. Do guys do what you do. You guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy this idea of these layers on here. Yeah. So we've got so many pockets. There's a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, pocket here. Yep. Lots and lots and lots of space for photos, inserts, whatever. Embellishments. Okay, so I'll plan all that out. We'll do that in the next video. Let me know what you think. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.